Glen, the flamboyant checkered flagman from the Adelaide Grand Prix era and more so decades of officiating in speedway, drag racing and circuit racing in South Australia. Today, we ask Glen why he started to collect and collate thousands of newspaper clippings and meticulously pasted them into these scrapbooks. This is Glen's story.
Okay, Glen, can you tell us when you actually started the scrapbooking?
Well, it was in the very early 50s, probably about the mid 50s. After I'd come to Adelaide, to Port Adelaide to work, and I'd come from the country, I needed something to keep me occupied during the evenings, and that's where I started going through the daily papers, taking out anything that was including in cars and motorbikes and motorsport particularly.
So, Glen, what was the purpose of making these scrapbooks?
Well, the main thing was to give me something to do in the evenings. I was a country boy and I was renting a room in a home with public people, and I didn't have any background interests until I joined firstly the Racing Drivers Association. They were organisers of the Speedway, and so it was really to fill in the evenings throughout the week so that I could get back to my country home at Stockport and have the weekend away from the hustle and bustle of Adelaide.
So, Glen, what do you like having these books now permanently stored and kept in the Gilbert's Motor Museum?
Well, that is something that I never expected would happen with them, and I'm really pleased that the museum come along. My parents and grandparents spent their last days here in Strathalbyn, and when I used to come home, that was my only break in the country. I used to come home and have a weekend, and so I joined car clubs, the Sporting Car Club and the Racing Drivers Association, and that got me into collecting all sorts of things that had to do with motorsport. I was never a mechanic, never will be. I just had a motor vehicle for transport, not to understand how many horsepower or whatever.
Glen, as the museum's patron, comes to the museum about twice a week and spends time in the library meeting people and talking about his involvement in motorsport. Glen not only has his scrapbooks on display, but also has a large collection of his personal motorsport memorabilia of 70 years displayed throughout the library. Why not come and visit the museum and check out Glen Dick's library and memorabilia room?